Right. We are live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. It is Tech Tuesday. This is a special day because we have our live IAEI news live on the IAEI's webpage or YouTube site. We'll be streaming to their YouTube site. We will be streaming to IAEI's Facebook and LinkedIn. And you got to get engaged with this with these sessions because we're going to be covering some great technical content. And today we're going to dig into deeply on the arc fault circuit interrupter. And if you remember from last week, we had Ashley on from Siemens, and we had a few others we had Ashley, and we had an electrical contractor, and we were talking about some of the new products that Siemens is bringing to the market. So we didn't dig into a lot of the details last week on we didn't dig into the details on how an AFCI does what it does. We only had an hour. So it is Electrical Safety Month. It's May. It's still May. Based upon my date here, it's the 24th. So we're still in the month of May. We're still in Electrical Safety Month. And I thought that it might be a great session today to start digging into a little bit more details on what is an AFCI, arc fault circuit interrupters, how do they function, how do they do the voodoo that they do so well, and learn what we can about these devices with regard to the UL standards. UL 1699 is the UL standard, and for AFCIs. So we're gonna touch on what kinds of tests that does the UL standard perform on these devices. Why? We'll understand the difference between a combination type and the branch-free feeder type, which really is a pointless discussion, but it's an interesting one. It talks a little bit about the journey, and I think you might find that interesting. And what else? So we're gonna hit that, and we'll talk about the history of AFCIs in the National Electrical Code, when they were introduced, what their journey has been, and where it's going. Hey, good morning, Nihad. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point, Nihad. This is very much in line with our IEEE paper that we're going. So this is a good teaser for why people should tune into our electrical safety, IEEE electrical safety workshop. So, and when we present our paper on this exact same topic. So in any case, we're going to talk a little bit about how I want to structure our discussion this afternoon. Is you just joined? So yeah, so Nihad, this today is Tuesday, Tech Tuesday, and today, as part of our 12 o'clock session with the IAEI News Live, we're going to dig in deeper to continue our discussion from last week with on arc fault circuit interrupters. So I'm going to talk about, I think the way I'm going to structure this is, I got to get my notes. I'm going to, because this is how we roll when we're live. I am going to open up my little Notability. I love this app. All right, so first thing I want to cover, I believe, is going to be the standard. Actually, yeah, no. The first thing I want to cover is I'm going to talk about why AFCIs and the positive impact. I think it would be good to just real short talk about why we even have the whole concept of AFCIs in the National Electrical Code, why they exist. So we'll talk a little bit about the statistics on what drove arc fault circuit interrupters. And when I say positive impact, I want to share with you some of the research that's been conducted to show you that AFCIs are making a difference. They are impacting, we're seeing a decline in electrical fires, but I want to help you understand that data as well, because I wish it had a much more of an impact, but the challenge is just the sheer number of homes that we have out there. So I want to talk a little bit, very briefly, about that. So that'll be the first section. The second part of our discussion, as we get warmed up, we're going to get technical, and we're going to talk about UL 1699. Nope, we're not going to talk about that yet. We're going to talk about the differences between an AFCI, a GFCI, and a standard thermal magnetic circuit breaker. So I want to get into a discussion around what is the AFCI doing, okay, and how is it doing what it's doing. Then I'll get into the UL 1699 standard, and then we'll talk NEC requirements. And then we will end it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I think about it, I got 1 hour. If I can do, I think on the first part, why AFCIs and on a positive impact, I'm not sure I want to talk whole 15 minutes on that. I'm going to try to give that 10 minutes. The differences between AFCI thermal mag, I'll give that 15 minutes. And then the UL 1699 standard, so we're at 25 minutes. If I give that 15 minutes, and then maybe NEC requirements as 20 minutes, so it's 20, 15 is 30, 40, 50, 60. So I think that's the way I'll break it out. Why AFCI's positive impact, 10 minutes. And maybe I can shrink that up a little bit to give a little bit more time, because I think the discussion around UL 1699 and the NEC is going to be a big bulk. So maybe I might try 10, 10, 20, and 20. I might try 10 minutes, and then 20 minutes and 20 minutes. That's the way I think I'm going to lay out today's discussion. I've got a lot of materials from a visual perspective. I think we can we'll have more than enough to supplement our discussion and any questions you may have out there. So please tune in on IAEI News Live today on their YouTube site. I have the link down below. Remember, subscribe to their YouTube site. I need you to subscribe and hit that bell. And if you don't want to hit the bell, just subscribe. But you can't want to hit the bell and not subscribe. So I need you out there. I need the dialogue. And we're going to have a great discussion this morning or this afternoon at 12 o'clock Eastern on IAEI News Live. So that's our discussion today. And I tell you what, Nihad, I'm feeling better. So I think, and I got to do some mulch this evening. We got to do some mulch around the house. So my evenings this week are going to be tied up with mulch. But I think I'm going to try to do some live sessions during the days of this week. So, and maybe I'm definitely going to have, I believe I am definitely, I'm almost positive, definitely, that Friday I am going to be able to do my Q&A Friday. Let me just double check. Friday's the 15th. It says updating. No, that's Saturday. Friday's the 14th. Yeah, 14th looks good. Wait, it's not the 14th. 5/24. I'm in July. Why am I in July? Month. I need to go to May. Calendar. There we go. Oh boy. This looks like a week. Let's look. So tomorrow, I'm gonna hit tomorrow. We're gonna do some Q&A on Wednesday. We're gonna do Friday looks, I have a lunch meeting, so we're going to go live Friday afternoon. Why don't we do this, Nihad? We're going to take 27th. We're going to make 27th. I know Fridays are factory floor Fridays if you're watching out on LinkedIn on the Eaton site. But here on Eaton Tech Talk, I think what I'm going to do is spend an afternoon and do some Q&A stuff on Friday. I'm going to book Friday afternoon for that. And then maybe Wednesday, right before lunch and into lunch, we'll do a session. So we have to talk GSCIs. We have to talk arc flash reduction. I've got some questions that have come in. I'll tally up the questions for Friday, for Q&A Friday. So that will be, that'll be perfect. All right. I am missing a meeting. We will talk to you later. Stay safe. Remember, stay safe and please stay healthy.